We are doing project number 3. This is kind of level 2 project again. It has little bit of complexity, but with some practice, we should be able to do it. So basically level 2 means directly we will not be able to get answer to every question. For some questions, we may have to kind of recollect what we have learned in Tableau session, and then we may have to get the answer for some of the questions in this. A little, time consuming it may be. But if you have sufficient practice, then you may be able to get the answers pretty quickly as well. So bank customer analysis, data analysis is the project. Import the dataset bank customer analysis.csv. It's a CSV file. So I'll go to Tableau and I will try to say CSV files are also called as text files only, extension .txt or .csv. So I'll give the location. So web analysis project is the second project. Bank customer analysis.csv. So it's CSV what you need to pick. If you pick Excel, then you will not get the actual file displayed to you. So once you have this file, you can go to worksheet directly and you can see the file with the values, customer ID, date, joint, gender, job classification, etc. These are the values that we have already in this file. I will go to the next question, which is create a table that shows average balance by each state in United Kingdom. So there is a variable called state here. Where is state? Region is there. Gender is there. Where is state? Let me see. Region. So we have to take region and then we have to show average balance. So balance, if I directly click on it, it is showing sum of balance. I will try to make it as average of balance. Let me try to change this window size if possible, maybe to make it a little bit bigger for you. It will be easy for viewing. Otherwise, we will is there a way to change the size in of this window probably to make it bigger? Sign in, run optimizer, font. So this is the usual font. This is the final font that in the visual that they are showing. So in this itself, maybe I'll go to settings. If possible, we will do it. Otherwise, we'll proceed with this. Probably that setting must be there somewhere. Dashboard, story, analysis, format, window, presentation mode, show us for bookmark. Anyway, we will just go ahead with this setup itself. Maybe for you, it will be a little difficult to view this. Try to do it when you're doing it along with me. Then in that one, in that workbook, we can check what exactly I'm working on. Okay. Now, this is the data that need to be shown. Average balance by region. That's what is required. This is the expected result. Now the question comes here, convert the above table into a geographical map, show the state-wise average balance in the geographical map. This is the actual graph. Now if I want to convert it into geographical map, it is not displaying these two options because region over here, it is given as dimension, which is a string. If you convert it into a geographical variable, then only it will be used. So I will try to convert it geographical role, and the geographical role is a state or province. So state or province is a geographical role. Then these two things get highlighted. Either I can use this approach or I can use this. Let me use this one. And then there are four unknown locations because the location will be by default India. I will try to say it is not India, it is United Kingdom. And then I will say okay. Then you will get these four. Now average age is taken into color, average balance. But that color coding I would like to change from probably orange, blue, or red, green diverging, or red, blue diverging. Highest average balance will be blue. Rest of the ones are some other color. So this is how the final data should look like. Create a pie chart to show percentage of the customers by gender, percentage of the customers by gender. So I will pick a gender and the customer ID. Customer ID right now is taken as a measure. Now, if it is a measure, it is not kind of summarizing. I will try to say measure count. And then I will try to choose the pie chart. I will try to choose the entire view. Now the labels need to be added. It should look like female 46%, male 54%. So if you directly take this one, it is fine. And but this label percentage is also required. So what I'll do is I'll try to use quick table calculation percentage. If you want to show percentage, quick table calculation percent of total. Again, we will put count of customers. That's not count of customers. Gender. So you have female 46%, male 53%. So female and male are shown here. We can format that the way this label appears, that is also can be formatted. I'm just leaving it as it is. Create a histogram chart for age. First, show the percentage values on both x axis and the label. Look at the x axis, y axis data labels, format them the same way. We want to take age bin here. We want to create a histogram chart for age. If you directly create a chart, it will automatically give you histogram. And what you want to do is you want to say this number instead of number, we want to show the percentages. So take quick table calculation, percent of total. Here it shows 20%, but here it shows 16.84. Here it shows 15, 20, 25, like the band, the length of each bar here, the width is exactly 5 points, whereas here it looks like 3 points. So you can modify that. So as soon as you create histogram chart, age bin is created extra. So let me go back to, right now there is no age bin, but if I try to click age, if I try to click histogram bar chart, age bin newly, this variable is created newly. One step back, this variable is not there. Now this variable is there. Now you can edit this variable. You can take the size of the bin right now is 3.92, that is automatically suggested, but I'll take size of the bins as 5. Once I click OK, then if I try to see the percentage right now, it will now come as percent of total 19.998, 19.86, roughly 20%, 20%, again 15%, 12%. Exactly what we are looking for is like this. So age bin will be newly created. That need to be modified for us to get this type of chart. Create the histogram for age or use the above graph. Let the user choose the bin size. You don't want to give the bin size as 5. You don't want to give the bin size as 10. Like if I change the bin size to 10, then this will be the histogram. If I change the bin size to, let's say, 3, a bin of each 333, age will be increasing like this. But you don't want to do that. You want the user to choose somewhere between 4 to 10. Bin size can be 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. If you want to take the input from the user, what we need to do, what is the concept that you should get in mind? I want to take an input from the user. Automatically, it means that we have to bring in something called, we have to bring something called parameter. So here in a bin size, here, if you see, you can give the number or create a new parameter. The parameter name is bin size. The moment we say user input, that is parameter, this will be bin size. By default, we can show a number of 4, that is the default bin size. Minimum is 4, maximum is 10, step size is 1. Okay. Once we say okay, now if I say show parameter, it will be displayed here. And then if I choose bin size as 5, 6, 7, 8, user can choose user can choose any bin size between 4 to 10. This parameter, when somebody is doing it, it looks pretty simple. When we are doing it or understanding the question and coming up with a parameter output or thinking that I have to generate a parameter, I have to create a parameter, that requires a little bit of practice. So right now it may look pretty simple when I'm showing it, but when you are creating it, you may take a couple of iterations to reach here. Create histogram for the balance. Let the user choose the bin size. The user must be able to select bin size between 2000 to 15,000. So which is a similar question, but this time we will be doing it for balance. So this is a kind of complete recap of what all the process that you have to follow. So balance and then go here, create a histogram that will create a balance bin. Then you go here, edit that, and instead of taking the bin size, you create a parameter. So this one I would like to say balance bin size. This is the balance bin size. The minimum value is for that parameter has to be 2000. Minimum value is 2000. Maximum value is 15,000. Maybe step size, I will try to take it as 1000. If you take step size as 1000 in the display, when it is showing, so after 2000, next one is 3000, 4000. You cannot choose 4500 because step size is 1000 here. And then 6,000. So if you choose this one, what it tries to tell us is most of the people are having balance 0 to 10K. So if I want to show the percentage of the people, are having balance between 20% of the people have balance between 0 to 10,000. Around 19% of the people have balance between 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like that. So if I choose bin size as 10,000, then it will be easy. 0 to 10,000, 15,000, 15%, 10 to 20,000, around 15%, again 15.84, 14.92. These are all the percentage of people who are having that particular balance. We can also show count if we require how many people are having what kind of balance. So that is the data for balance, and the user can pick that what should be the bin size. That is in the user hand also. Create a chart to show gender and job type breakup and the percentage of customers in each job type. So first I want to show gender. This is male, this is female. Within that job type is a white collar, blue collar, and then what are these? Other. This is white collar, this is other, this is blue collar jobs within female. Now the actual here the catch is it should display like this. The result should be same as the chart shown below. So we have to write a very descriptive output. Customers are from white collar in gender male are around 23.54% of the whole population. It's almost like we are making a statement on the graph itself, on the display visual itself. We are making a statement. Customers from white collar gender females are around this much. Customers from the gender male around 10.6% of the whole population. So this is what we have to create. Let me show you how it is done. First, I will get gender. I will get job type as well, job classification, and how many customers are there, customer ID. Customer ID need to be the count of it. It has to be count. And if you see here, there is a tree map chart. I think this is tree chart. So you have male, you have female, you have male white collar, female, like half of the job is done. And we will try to put gender also on the color. So male, white collar, and then we also need to show the percentages. So we will try to show the count of customers, percentage of customers, that is count of customers. Let me also show percentage of customers, both of them. Take quick table calculation, percentage of total. So number of customers, percentage of total, everything is here, but it is not the way it appears like this. So for that, what you need to do is you click on label. If you click on label and if you try to adjust the label, right now it shows gender, which is male. Try to see both of them. Gender is male, job classification, count of customers, and the percentage of customers and the count of customers. So we can write the extra text here. So we can make it little bigger and then write the rest of the text here. Customers, or let's say gender, male, whatever you want to write. Customers, gender is equal to male or female, job type, and the job type is this, are around this much percent of total population, which is around the count. So once you write all that text, once you say apply, okay, whatever you have written, rest of the values will be pasted in between. So what you do is you click on the label and then click on this. Sometimes we may have to write this extra text from whatever is it. So earlier it was just gender. Now I will say where customers gender equal to male and the job type is white collar are around 23% of the total population, which is around the count of, 945, like that, a detailed text. You can basically, this exercise is to show that you can modify the labels as well. The next one, create a new field called city. Use the formula below to fill the city values. So using a formula, we are creating a field. If region is England, then we are creating like these cities. If the region is Northern Ireland, then we are creating these cities. So basically randomly filling some values in the cities column. If the region is Scotland, I'm taking few values from Scotland. If the region is Wales, I am filling few values from Wales, and this is the final output that is expected. So we are asked to copy this formula to create this city field. So what I'll do is I'll go here, create a calculated field. The name is city, and we are supposed to give like this. The formula is copied and pasted here. Then we say apply. City is created. So if I try to click on city and the number of customers in each city, customer ID should be count, and then it's just a table. So 281, 104, the last one is 169. Here also last one is 169. This is the expected output. Just use this formula to create city, create this table. Next exercise is kind of connected to this. Create a geographical chart that shows the count of customers from each city and average age of the customers in each city. Keep the count as bubble size. So if the bubble size is bigger, count of customers are larger. And bubble size is the count of customers and color is age, average age. Average age high means maybe it's one color, average age low means some other color. So let us try to take city. Directly, if I try to take city and if I try to use geographical chart, it will not work because there is no geographical role that we have assigned. So you have to click on that field and then say geographical role. And then you have to assign the geographical role as city. Now geographical role is assigned. These things will get activated. So I will say city and then I will try to give the average age. That should be average value and that should be on the color. Not a single color. We will give kind of two different colors. Maybe gold, purple, diverging. Gold means low age. Purple means high age. I will say okay. And then the count of customers should be used as the size. So I would use customer ID. I will use customer ID, put it on the size. Now customer ID should be, right now it is a dimension. I would like to find the count of the customers, put it on the size. So here count of customers are less. I can also put it on label if required. Number of customers are less here, number of customers are more here. I can also put average age on the label. This doesn't look good. So the count of customers are 310, etc., etc. in United Kingdom. These are the count of customers. These are the count of customers in Ireland. This is the, maybe we will increase the size a little bit to make these little bigger. This is the one. Now the next question is, in the same graph, group few cities into one, group one, and other cities into group two, and then color the city is based on the city group. That means you have to group maybe three, these cities are group one, maybe these cities are group two, and then I would like to color like this is as some blue color, this as green color. So let me try to take these cities. I would like to make them as group one group. City group is created. Now what I'll do is instead of using the previous color, now this city group is used for the color anyway. Now what I'll do is I'll try to make this color. Now if you try to change the color based on this, it is actually only two values are there. It's not a continuous value. Like the way earlier we used to get like from this color to that color, that is for numerical values. This is non-numerical. Right now, this is group one, this is group two. Group one, let us keep red. Group two, we will keep green. So group one and group two. Let me do that once again. Edit colors. City one, this is red. Okay. This is green, somewhere green. Okay. Apply. Okay. So one city is in red color, the other city group. Like these are all the groups. One group, this is another group, red and green color. Like say if you want to do your own color coding, if you do not want to use the previous existing color coding based on average age we were doing, but now I want to do it on city group, dimension type of variable. Then we do it in this manner. Create region, city, hierarchical variables. There are some hierarchical variables. You have product, you have subproduct and you have channels in that. So hierarchical variable means within one variable, there is another variable which falls under it. So region is a bigger variable. Under that, you have city. In a region, you have a city. Or in a product, you have the subproduct. Like that, hierarchical variables are created by dragging and dropping that variable on it. Let's say I have city variable, I have region variable. I'll bring city variable onto region variable. I just drag on it and drop it. Automatically, there is this symbol, hierarchy symbol is created. This is known as hierarchical variable. Region and city, both of them are hierarchical variables. So what is the exercise? Create this type of chart. So I will try to use this hierarchical variable. Directly it is taking this one. Maybe first I'll pick region, then city. Then we would like to use the chart that we have to create is this one. So we will try to make that chart region and city with this one. Let me pick only region. This chart is not getting highlighted. We will try to do it in some other manner than region, city, and then the number of customers, count of customers. Let me bring that variable also, then we will modify. Customer ID should be count. What I'll do is I'll remove longitude, I'll remove latitude. So that is what is contributing to longitude, latitude are used in creating this geographical chart. I have removed both longitude and latitude. The rest of the charts got activated. Otherwise, the other charts were not showing. So I will just remove longitude, latitude. Now this is the chart that we have to create. This one, region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4. Once again, I'll put region on color. So you have region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4. In that city and town, city and region must be there. England, London, England, Leeds, England, Manchester, Liverpool, all these are there. And the count of customers also should be displayed on the label. 316, 316, 311, like that. Count of customers also should be displayed on the label. So the next question is, create a geographical chart to show the cities and the number of customers in each city. Use region as a highlight. Now, highlight is a slightly different thing. It's not exactly a filter, it's called a highlight. So when you select that, those kind of cities will be highlighted, rest of the ones will be dimmed. So chart highlighter, use region as a highlight. When we select a particular region, only those values should be highlighted. So create a chart to show cities and the number of customers. So I will select city. I will also select number of customers by using customer ID. This customer ID, I'll try to make it as count. And then I will try to choose this chart or this chart, any one of these two. And the customer ID count or something, I will try to put it on size. That is anywhere there. And the size, I'll try to increase a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to use region as highlight. If you want to use region as highlight, you put it on filter. But this is not the regular filter that we want to create. We want to create as a highlight. So here there is an option show highlighter. So if you use this, it's not really filter. Let's say if I choose England highlighted, Northern Ireland highlighted, Scotland highlighted, Wales highlighted. Or if I want to use some other color, that is also fine. For city, I want to put it on color as well. And then, or maybe I'll not put the city on the color, I'll put region on the color. If you want to use a particular highlight, England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, like when you're presenting, especially this highlight is not a filter, but if you want to temporarily highlight, if you want to temporarily show or focus on particular sets of the points in the graph, then you may want to use this highlighter. Let me show it to you once again how this highlighting works. If you want to highlight by region, the way you should do it is you take this region, put it on filters, use all of them, say apply, okay. But if you click on it, there is something called show highlighter. So this is the highlighter feature. Sometimes it is helpful just for showing or highlighting particular piece of data on the graph. So this is the assignment. Are there any other questions? No. These are the questions in this assignment. This is relatively easy, but only it's easy when you know already all these things. If you are working on this for the first time, highlighter, or if you're working on these type of charts for the first time, it doesn't look that easy when you're doing it. Maybe when you're practicing it, that is when you will realize like what is the actual complexity of this particular assignment. Now, apart from this, if you are particularly interested in creating Tableau dashboards, and if you are looking for Tableau dashboards, there is a good forum called Tableau Public Dashboards. Do you know that? Tableau Public Dashboards. Some of these dashboards are damn good. For example, if you are interested in a particular type of dashboard, let's say this is web traffic dashboard. I'm not interested in web traffic. I'm interested in something else. Okay, this is the final dashboard. This is how it looks like. And these are the more visualizations. Okay. Maybe if you are interested in banking dashboards. So I'll click on banking and you have to choose this option. Can download, make a copy for inspiration. Otherwise, some of the dashboards will be there. The data will not be present. You cannot download them. You can only download the PDF or PPT, which will not be useful for you. So always use this filter, can download and make copy paste from inspiration. So without this, several dashboards will be there. Visuals are 10,000 plus. With this, slightly reduce some of them, which you cannot edit. They are gone. For banking itself, there are so many visuals. This is banking credit risk, banking customer insights, bank marketing. Try to go through them. Maybe the one that you feel you are comfortable, the one that you want to go through, you can always master that one particular dashboard and try to learn it. Let's say, let me click on this one, banking credit risk wala dashboard. See whether you are in line with that. Once you practice it, once you do everything in it. So within this, you have credit risk, all these values. You have SB customers list. You have loan customers dashboard. You have credit card customers list. All of this is here. You can use something called download option. It is giving Tableau download workbook. You will say download and it will get downloaded. Once you say that, dashboard will be downloaded along with the data. It is a Tableau workbook with the data. TWBX means along with the data itself, it will be downloaded. So once you open that file, I'm just clicking on it directly to open it. So this is our old one. So I will just close this and now. So I will say I'm just using a trail version. So I'm trying to open that dashboard which we have just downloaded. Now this is the final dashboard and these are all the sheets. Even though it looks like a simple dashboard, what happens is there are several sheets. You can go through those sheets. Each sheet have been created and then you go to dashboard again. And then this is one sheet. There are multiple sheets in this. These are big, big projects. Maybe choose medium sized projects, or even if you choose big project, that's not a big deal. Like maybe by spending good amount of time, you will find that creating this will not be that difficult. Only it is little time consuming. That's it. So this is one dashboard, just one dashboard that I'm giving you example. Below that, again, there are some more example shown. Try to choose any particular business, maybe healthcare, if you want any dashboards in healthcare. So there will be several dashboards on healthcare, patient 360 healthcare. So try to go through at least 4 or 5 of them. Make sure that you are choosing this particular option of copy and download for inspiration. The one that you feel healthcare revenue cycle management, maybe healthcare dashboard, emergency room, healthcare patient 360, healthcare data. So you click on that, you try to download it, you try to kind of modify it, see if you like this dashboard, see whether you can download that. If it can be downloaded, then well and good. So yes, this is downloadable. So you can say that all these details are given. You can see how, like you just need to recreate the dashboard that's already given there. And the data will also be given. So here, this dashboard, without the data, this dashboard will not be published, isn't it? So the data is also downloaded when you try to download. Within the dashboard itself, the data will be downloaded. Now, you can search for any type of dashboard. If you are interested in insurance related dashboard, you can search for insurance related dashboards, banking, healthcare, any industry that you are interested in. If you want to get a couple of dashboards on Tableau, you can always get from here and you can try to use them as some of the portfolio projects or maybe for practice. Are you with me, everyone? Have you found how to download these? I think some of you are already doing it, but the best way to do it is try to get those which are downloadable and then just try to replicate them. So those are the three dashboards or the three projects that we have done.